With the 15th pick in the 2023 CFL Draft, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers select Jake Kelly, defensive back, Bishops University. Toronto, you're on the clock.
As you predicted, Marshall, we're seeing our run of defensive backs. We knew it was a good class coming in. And much like Bagayogo, Jake Kelly had some of the similar questions, right, as far as tackling was concerned and his physicality and wanting to get there. But you can't question his athleticism and probably more of a safety prospect than Bagayogo, who we saw corner.
Yeah, and I don't know that everybody necessarily had the same questions about him in terms of physicality. I think some people did. You know, other teams were fine with the way that this guy plays the game. Lined up at corner a lot at the Combine, a slighter build, but there is no question this is a guy who kind of put himself on the radar a year ago at the U Sports East-West Bowl. In the Combine portion of that with his testing, there's no doubt he is one of the most explosive athletes in this entire draft class.
Yeah, you go back to the East-West Bowl and you saw the numbers that he put up going into the CFL Combine this year. It was very apparent that he was going to test very well. The only question was, how would he perform on the field? Would it actually transition? Would he be able to make plays on the football? And while he wasn't intercepting every throw that was in his area, it's really good in coverage. He seemed to kind of pick up and understand what they wanted to do in the systems that were being installed in the unique Combine this year. So a note that I had for him: elite athleticism at a well below average frame, flashes on game day, but inconsistent against some lower level competition. I think Coach, he's got to fall in love with the really mundane little aspects of the game in order to become the great player that his athleticism will allow, because he's not going to change his frame. He's got all the speed he needs to be great on special teams, develop into a really good free safety in Winnipeg.
He was the best athlete at the East-West. To me, it wasn't even close. Pinball came to watch a practice. He said, "Who's the best guy?" I said, "That guy," and it was Jake Kelly. He's a guy that he lucked out this year at Bishops because Baron Miles came in and said, "You're not going to play corner, you're going to play free safety." So he got a year of playing free safety. And when I had him in the interview, I said to him, "My paycheck rides on you being able to step through the B gap when Standback comes rolling through there untouched. Are you going to come up and be able to put your head on him?" And he said, "Absolutely." So without question. So good for Jake Kelly. I think he's a good solid player, and will Winnipeg play him at corner? They have Terrell Ford if he comes back. Maybe they move them out to corner and let Alexander stay at safety. But I do think that the move to Baron Miles allows him to play safety.